Visit elmhurst.org to explore the new City of Elmhurst website. Find out the latest Elmhurst news, pay utility bills and parking tickets, report concerns, and much more. Elmhurst.org is an ideal way to discover what Elmhurst offers your business, your family, your life.
Hi, I'm John Quigley, President and CEO of the Elmhurst Chamber of Commerce and Industry. In these challenging economic times, it's imperative that our residents and businesses band together to not only shop Elmhurst, but buy Elmhurst whenever possible. We have great stores in our city center, Spring Road, Butterfield Road, York and Villette Streets, St. Charles and Route 83, North Avenue and Lake Street, along North York and even Grand Avenue. I ask for your help. Let's keep our tax dollars in Elmhurst.
Welcome everyone to Elmhurst City Hall. Woo! Home of the Illinois State Champ York Dukes. How sweet it is, and I am the proudest mayor a mayor could be. I ran for Joe in the 80s, and a lot of my alums were down here, Tommy Hoffman, and I saw Mike Berg down here, and Jesus, we had quite a few guys from the 80s, and I just can't say how proud I am, to be the mayor of the best town in the world, and what you guys did today just made Elmhurst even better, so. So with that, I am going to introduce the greatest coach in the world. This guy is a legend. He's the most winningest high school coach ever in the history of the United States. He's an Olympic coach. How many high school coaches have ever been coached in the Olympics? 1988, Seoul, Korea. This man coached the Olympics. But today, he's a state champ, as you are, and helped you guys. He motivated you guys. He disciplined you guys. It's not easy running for him. There was a lot of times where I was like, oof, this guy's tough. At the end of the day, you're going to love him because he's the best. Coach Joe Newton, come on up.
God, Pete. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm embarrassed that I have to people help me walk. It's just kind of embarrassing. But Pete, when he was here, we won 4 straight. Am I correct, Pete? Never lost. The guys in the white coats, forget the coach, those are the guys that did all the work, made all the sacrifices, gave up all the Sundays, all the beer parties, all the stuff that goes on in town. And they got their just reward today. You don't realize. Where's Coach Hedman? He and I roomed together. We aren't even running. We had to go to the bathroom 5 times before we left the room today. Sorry about that, Ed. The pressure on these guys, they don't realize it. We went down there, everybody in the park says York's going to win. That makes it pretty scary. Now the guys got to go to the line and do it. And these guys did it. On the day, and Emma, you were unbelievable. I wish I had you on our team. Wow. But I'm so proud of these guys. I think I better tell the story. We're supposed to take our team to a nice movie on Friday night. No? Okay. I better not. The boys will be mad. I better not do that. I want you guys that are underclassmen to know that the coach from, what's the name of the high school head? O'Fallon came and introduced himself to me, and he said, I got 6 guys back. We're coming at you. How many juniors I got there in the front? Sophomores, juniors. All right. Little do they know that we got Miraz hiding in the woods. So we're going, my dream in life was to pass the Yankees. They got 27 world titles. Guess what? We got 28 state titles. Woo! Wow. Is George Andrews in the room by chance? Where is George? Is that George right there? Yeah. George, tell him when you first started going to the state cross-country meet and how many people attended.
1964, maybe 400 people. Maybe.
We got that many people right here in our room. If you were down there, it's a happening now. From 400 to about 15,000, we had 70 members of our band that gave up their time to drive down here to play for our team. And they made a rule after we started taking a little band down. I said, well, now they can't play when the races are being run. They can only play in between. But that was the biggest band ever, 2 busloads. All our fans, all the people, we're driving through town, people are throwing things at us. It's just amazing the culture that we have and the fan base that we have and the things that you do for us that make us feel so good. I got a few assistants that are probably the best assistants in the world. First of all, there's Charlie Kern in the room. Are you here, Charlie? Charlie Kern runs the finest summer camp in America, and all our guys go. And because of you, Charlie, this has happened. Now here, my number 1 assistant is Jim Hedman, who ran for me in our state championship team in '78. Come on out here, Jim. I want a great hand for Jim Hammond.
We only got 1 camera, so if we can have him come up, we can get him on TV. So we got Comcast.
All right, up there.
Charlie Kern.
Get Charlie up there. Coach Kern, you got to come up here so we get your mug on TV. Come on up here, Charlie. Where are you? Okay, Charlie. Oh. Thanks, Charlie, for all you do for me, baby. Okay. Number two assistant. He's still the 2nd greatest hurdler in York history. His senior year, we got a guy move in from Danville, Kyle Erickson, and he won the hurdles, and John was 4th, 2 York guys in the hurdle finals, still has the 2nd fastest time ever, and now he's back covering my back. Coach John Mariner, come on up here, John. And now we got a volunteer guy that comes every day. Half the time his car's out of gas and he runs the practice. He's been just a blessing. You're close. Nicky, we love you. Here's Coach Nick Steele right here. Come on, Nicky. Look at that, Nick. Am I missing? Okay. And the next guy, another voluntary coach, he could be a stand-up comedian at the comedy club in Chicago. Out of the blue, he's got one line, he's got the kids are quiet on the bus, and it's all the sluggers in the front making all the noise. He's the greatest track coach in the state of Illinois. He has brought back 7 trophies in the last 10 years. Coach Stanley Rettle, right here. Stanley! Head, who am I missing? Okay. Thanks, and this next guy is so humble. But we did something this year for him. His second wife passed away. He's all by himself. I'm 83. He's 85. 87. When I came to York in 1956, he'd already been there since 1951. He taught history. My sons, John and Thomas, both had him. He was their favorite teacher. And he was the original Duke of York. But his name is Dwight Duke Larson. But he'll always be the Duke of my heart. So I called him up the other day, and the guy, I said, "What are you doing? Can you come downstate? You're the Duke of York." And because of his spirit you guys produced, I want this guy to stand. I love this man. Duke Larson, stand up, will you please? Who's out there? Dunham? Who else?
Mr. Dunham, yes.
That's that it? Well, I think last but not least, I got a guy who had 2 sons run for me, I think. Pretty close. And he's been, how many years, Mr. Dunn? You've been with me about 50 years? What? Pretty close to 50 years? Yeah. Pretty close. 37 years. 37 years. Never left my side, burps me, takes care of me, corrects me. Never can get a big head around Mr. Dunn's. Mr. Jim Dunham right there. Stand up, come on. Come on. Woo! Thanks.
I love you. God bless you.
Thank you. And I was under deep protection with his 6-shooter down at the state meet. He was our officer in charge, and every place I went, he's by my side. Every place I had to go, he had the car with the red light, and everybody moved, and we went right up to the front. He's a York graduate, and it's an honor. Jeff Kuzera, come on up here, Jeff. Thank you. Ed, what about Coach Stein? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. And then we brought another new guy this year who's my expert on stretching. His stepson, Nicky, ran for me for 4 years. He works down with Doc Calcagno, and he's right here in the front row. I want Coach Stein. Come on up here, baby. Now you won't this next many years ago. 2 days ago, he was in Tokyo. He jumped on a plane in Tokyo to get here. And I tell my guys, once a Duke, always a Duke. Then he takes the coaches out last night and pays the bill, eating ice cream. Mark Jurger, come on up here, baby. Thanks, Greg. Okay. And Mr. Newman is not here tonight, but he sent me 3 sons. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Now, number 1, raise your hand, number 1. He is in charge of all the cross-country activities and stats and records and ranks in Illinois. Puts out a thing on the internet every week. and he bleeds green because he was one of our all-time great runners. I want Michael Newman to get up here. Come on, Michael. We got the guy from Michigan. What's his name? That's right. I got it. Now we got, that's one. Two is hanging around over here. Two works for Aer Lingus, and he's a big shot there. Does all of their, matter of fact, he's on the course making orders in Tokyo and Japan, all over the joint. And he was also a great runner for me at his time. Number two, come on up right there. Okay, baby. Head. Last but not least is McKivick.
Yes, yes.
All right, last but not least, and then I'll say a few things about our team. This guy, for about 10 years, every year comes down from Detroit, Michigan. Now, here's how I first met him. We were at a sectional 10, 12 years ago at Schaumburg. And, you know, the state office is always watching me. And this guy, I didn't know who he was, and he was following me around watching me. And I said to, this guy's a spy for the state office. He's trying to catch me on something. He finally introduced himself. He said he drove down from Detroit. I think you heard me speak at a clinic there, Michael, and decided to come down. He's been coming ever since from Detroit. Last night, he's at midnight over at the park. You know how those benches they got there? All those benches from one end to the other. He's carried them all by himself, probably 20 benches there for me. No pay. He just loves York. He loves you guys. Can you imagine? I couldn't carry one bench 1 foot. He's got him on his back. Never complains. And here he is tonight. This is Brother Michael McKivick right there. Michael. Make you talk a little bit later. I talk to my athletes about forever moments, and when I saw after that race and we got that trophy and I saw Milling holding that trophy, that's a forever moment. And all you guys that sacrificed and came to practice, we're running out there in the rain and the sleet and the wind and the hail. I'm freezing and you guys are just running like a, you did it. You deserve 100% of the credit. Hedman ran for in 78. He's still talking about the state meet. Okay? For me, we kind of ended the dynasty last year. And we came home, it was like a death in the family. No trophy, no tuxes, and I was so down. I told Coach Edmonds, pass me by. He says, buck up, Coach, there'll be better times. He's always patting me. And there's Andrew Barrett, I forgot you. Stand up. Andy Barrett's holding the #1 sign. Andrew. Woo! Come on, Andrew. For 25 years, he held up the York #1 sign that some mother stole in New Jersey for me. We had such great leadership. The guys on the team voted Scott Milling and Alex Mimitz as our co-captains, and they voted Scott Milling as our most valuable. And we had such camaraderie and bonding and chemistry that you can't win unless you got that. They cared about each other. They trusted each other. They got the job done today, regardless of the odds. I mean, this is a new, I had a forever moment when the Olympic Games at 88, but this is right up there with it. My hair is almost standing on end. Every time you cheer for these guys, my hair stands on head. I'm an old guy, and they feel sorry for me, but I love them. We got a all-school assembly at 7:45 a.m. Monday. All parents, all fans are invited in the gym at York. We'll wear our tuxes. Another forever moment. How about a great hand one more time for these guys right out here? Woo! Huh? I'm going to ask you to do that, huh? Okay. All right. All the guys over in black tuxedos are what we call alternates, and we take underclassmen down there. We have a time trial on Friday getting ready for next year. So I want a nice hand for all our alternates right over there. They're coming back. And now here's a tender moment for me. I'm going to introduce each one of these guys one at a time. You stand up, you face the audience, and I want you to blast that ceiling. What a group. Alex Mimlis, the principal, told me today there was a big fight. Was it girls fighting or guys? I didn't even know about it. In the cafeteria, everybody's trying to break it up. Billing jumps in, they blow him off. Alex Mimlis steps in. Step aside, ladies. Solve the whole problem. Alex, get up. Mimlis, right there, Mimlis. Mims, get up there. Our number one runner in the race ran 14:21, which is a lifetime best, like 23 seconds. And he's our most valuable runner and our co-captain, Scott Milling. Let's hear it. Ed, who's number 3? Our number 3 runner, thank God, was eligible. He's the kind of guy you never see in a race. And at the end, he's right there. He was our 3rd runner today. He's a junior. He's coming back. Kyle Mattis, come on up here, baby. Our number 4 runner today is a junior. 3 months ago, Coach Edmonds said, this guy will be there when you need him. I said, are you kidding? He's had 59 nicknames since I got him. Our first 4 guys are all with the M, so we made him an honorary M guy. His new name is Menestrome. You must have passed 50 guys in the last quarter mile today. What a race. 4:40s, 14:47, a lifetime best. Alex Pasquami, come on up here, Alex. Woo! And you got to have 5 to win. Our 5th runner is a senior. He's been one of our leaders the whole year. If he doesn't finish where we did, we don't win, I don't think. And I'm very proud of the effort that he's given me for 4 years. I call him Big May. Come on up here, baby. Chris May. Chris May. Okay, baby. My next guy is a senior. I'm going to miss him because I call him the Rock. There was a couple times this year where it was the Pebble, but he got a little tougher. He ran a lifetime best today. He's the best number 6 runner in the state of Illinois. Jack Liebert right there. You are the Rock. And last but certainly not least, this guy's a sophomore. He's got 2 more years. He's had a little struggle this year. I think my fault rushed him to the varsity too soon. And tough on him. Sophomore running on the varsity with all those big guys every day in practice. But you're still the best number 7 guy in the whole state. How about that? Here's my sophomore. I got all kinds of nicknames for him. He moved in from Texas, so I called him Alamo. Brother Plowman, come on up here, baby. Look at that, baby. Look at that.
And he's an official also.
I will.
Second state.
You're next. And now I'd be remiss if I didn't introduce the lovely lady right back there. I watched that whole race because I was interested. She was 3rd. The next thing I knew, she was 2nd. Ran the best time of her life. Emma Fisher right there. Come on, come on. Let's go, sweetheart. I'll go home, yeah. And I really would be remiss if I didn't tell you about our manager staff. We got 17 managers. Most teams don't have 17 runners. I got a guy for this, a guy for that, a guy to tie my shoe, a guy to do this. They're over there in their black tuxes. Cookie is the greatest photographer. Where is he floating around? Cookie, there's right there, Cookie. I got a sophomore manager, one of the greatest managers of all time, George. He does everything on the internet. Of course, I'm not too good at that. And he's in my office every day doing stats. You just couldn't believe it. Brian Bakers, get up here. All right, now listen up. I got so many managers. I want all the rest of my managers to come up here. Get your mug on TV. Manager, staff, come on up. Woo! Let's hear it for these guys. Okay. And I got all my alternates out there that are going to go to the line in 2013 and bring us go to the line and bring back number 29. All my alternates, come on up here. Where are they? Come on. Over there. Thank you. Hey, guys. I know this is such a special moment for me, but it's got to be for you. Every year, during the year as it goes on, I try to figure out somebody that's got a problem. And I want our team to honor them. And this year, I decided on 2 people. We dedicated our season to those 2 people. And I told these guys, you're not just running for me or York or yourself, you're running for these 2 people. My best friend in Elmhurst is 65 years old. He's named Tom Arnold. He never smoked. And 3 weeks ago, we found out he's got lung cancer. And I just found out recently that Grandma Herrera, who lives by me in Huntley, has got cancer. So we dedicated our season to them. We got the gold medal. My top 7 and myself will make a little trip out to Huntley and take care of Grandma. And we'll find Coach Arnold wherever he's at and give him his medal. But what you did for me and those 2 people is beyond words. And I'm just saying I love all of you. I'm so glad to come to York every single day. It's just a thing of love. And what you guys do for me, you just can't ever comprehend. You just cannot. They keep me young. I yell at them, but they know I love them. Where's the Polish Prince? Did he show up here today? Let's hear it for the Polish Prince. Woo! Right over there. Let's hear it. He replaced Andy Barrett as the York #1 sign holder. You might have a lifetime deal, Polish Prince. All right, I'm going to ask Alex. Remember, you know, the greatest fear in life is speaking in front of a group. I read that in the Sun-Times 10 years ago. I thought it was death. They said, no, speaking. Alex has volunteered to talk. Let's hear it for Alex right here.
Thank you, Mr. Newton. First off, I just want to say thank you so much for coming tonight, everyone. It really means a lot that you're supporting us. First things first, another round of applause for Emma. She ran the second fastest time at Detweiler ever. And another thing I wanted to say, and I think these guys would feel the same way about it, Mr. Newton is, you know, as you guys have noticed, he's very, very humble about everything he does. And, you know, he says it's all us that make this happen, and we run the race, but this is the man who prepares us for it to happen. And if we're not prepared, it doesn't happen. And Mr. Newton is, you know, the biggest part of the program at York. You know, I said earlier, it's not the special workouts, it's not, you know, our diets, it's the community that Mr. Newton builds at York, and it's something so special. It's going to be hard to find anywhere else. And the chemistry our team has been built because of this man and everything he's put into place at York High School, and that's why we're so successful, because of what Mr. Newton does. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. Thank you so much.
I'm going to give you a hug. All right, this is senior Chris May, and he finished it. He's number 5 today. Okay, Chris, go ahead.
I just want to say thank you for all of your support throughout the season and for every season past. Without you guys, it would also have been really hard to bring back what we have. You guys are an awesome source of motivation beyond just the team. The support you guys provide is amazing. And I'm sure I can speak for everyone else who ran today. We'd go through every second of pain we went through 1,000 times over just to bring you guys one state trophy, and it's completely worth it. So thank you.
First off, I think we should thank Mayor DeCiani for doing all this. And yeah, just thanks for everyone being there today. You guys were so loud around the course. On the warm-up, we could hear you guys, and we were just so pumped to run. And yeah, thank you. We brought home number 28.
Who else? Come on, okay. Please, just a couple of words. Oh, come on. Coach Edmond is going to polish it off with just a few. I couldn't put Stanley on here because it'll give you a 20-minute comedy thing. Stanley, sorry about that. Coach Edmond, please, just a couple minutes. Jim Edmond, right here.
I didn't want to say anything because it's about these guys tonight, but I'll tell you what, Coach Newton and I talk all the time. We have the greatest job in the world. To be able to spend time with men like this every day. Doesn't matter what goes on in our world during the day. When we get there at night at 3 o'clock in the evening, for the next couple hours, everything goes away, and it's just a joy. The quality men that these guys are and what they do every day, it's just fun to be around them. They make us young, and we love you guys, and great job today. We couldn't ask for anything else. Thank you.
How about one more time? Thank you all.
I would like to invite everyone to stay and take pictures. I would actually ask everybody to stay up here for a little bit because we're going to do some panning with the camera, thanks to Jeannie Urich. But on behalf of the City of Elmhurst, and Alderman Kevin York is here, but on behalf of the whole City Council, congratulations, because this is awesome. God bless.
Hi, I'm John Quigley, President and CEO of the Elmhurst Chamber of Commerce and Industry. In these challenging economic times, it's imperative that our residents and businesses band together to not only shop Elmhurst, but buy Elmhurst whenever possible. We have great stores in our city center, Spring Road, Butterfield Road, York and Villette Streets, St. Charles and Route 83, North Avenue and Lake Street, along North York and even Grand Avenue. I ask for your help. Let's keep our tax dollars in Elmhurst.
Visit elmhurst.org to explore the new City of Elmhurst website. Find out the latest Elmhurst news, pay utility bills and parking tickets, report concerns, and much more. Elmhurst.org is an ideal way to discover what Elmhurst offers your business, your family, your life.